It's Saturday, so that means that we're doing another movie review, and we're going to squeeze one last Christmas film in. I like to call them films. Some people call them films, movies. I like films and cinema. So we're going to get to one of our favorite Christmas films in cinema, Elf, starring Will Ferrell. So let's get into it right now on
the Natural Habitat Podcast. Habitat Podcast. The Natural Habitat Podcast.
Oh shit! Was that Papa Elf's Christmas music?
Yep. I know Christmas is over, but Christmas is never really over.
Not for Joey.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Christmas was yesterday, but still feels like Christmas. We all got these new movies and toys and memorabilias and Christmas trees and brownies and food left over, and Mikey is feeling great.
Yep.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Welcome to the show. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name's Unknown.
This is the Natural Habitat Podcast. I am dying a little bit, but I'll be all right.
We made it.
I think I'll be all right. We decided to squeeze one last Christmas movie into the Saturday matinees for the year because, you know, this is a gift from myself and Joey to Joey, because Joey just loves Christmas so much. He's all about it. And I figured that we would throw one last one in. You know what I mean?
And who doesn't love Will Ferrell? Shit.
Okay. I'm gonna fall on the ground and cough a little bit. You tell people,
that was a sympathy cough.
Tell people about this movie and how wonderful it is.
Yeah. Elf is just one of those movies that always sticks out to me. Every year on Christmas time, Elf is definitely like top 5 for sure, because for one, the cast was great. For two, it's just like very imaginative. And I think that it puts you in that kiddie state of mind. You know what I mean? Like you're already in that kind of mindset because of the nostalgic feeling that the holidays bring, and then you couple that with a really good movie that just keeps you entertained, and it just like sets the mood for whatever else. You know what I'm saying? And Elf is just always one of those super captivating movies for me. You know what I mean? It's just like so many elements to where it can make an adult just feel like a kid again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he really embodies that throughout the whole movie. You know, he's like, he doesn't realize like who he is. He's just a big kid still in a 40-year-old man's body, you know? So it was cool to see.
Yep. It's crazy, man. And it was, it's one of those movies because Will Ferrell, like, he kind of rides the line between family comedy and, you know, vulgar comedy. And he could do shit that is for adults only, and then he could also do family fun shit. Like, one of my favorite movies ever is Land of the Lost, the remake.
Yeah, me too. It's really good.
Yeah, with Danny McBride and fucking Will Ferrell is amazing. But, you know, it's cool to see how he could do this, like, family-friendly movie. This is definitely one of his most, you know, like, G-rated movies that he's ever done. And, you know, you could still, you know, myself as just a stoner with no kids can sit there and enjoy the movie just like everybody else. It's not just for a certain market. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, It's definitely one of those classics, man, for sure.
It's one for everybody. Imagine this alternate universe. Jim Carrey was initially eyed for Buddy the Elf.
That would have been crazy. It would have been. It would have
been just as good. I just think it would have been different. You know what I mean? It would have been like Ace Ventura meets fucking Santa Claus, or meets the Grinch, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Could have been really good, but I'm glad that it ended up being the way it was. I feel like Will Ferrell just embodies that grown child thing. You know, the man child thing.
Yeah, especially with like Step Brothers and shit.
Yeah, fucking nailed it with Step Brothers. I think there needs to be a part 2. Like literally, Step Brothers brought back actual moments from my childhood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was like watching a fucking 40-year-old man relive my childhood and shit with my brother, not wanting to share things, wanting to be very like standoffish and like the type of attitudes that they had. So seeing him like embody that type of character in this, you know, for like an actual kid's role is awesome because, you know, kids movies, kids can relate to that character now too, not just stoners.
Yep, and it makes it that much easier to see that, you know, people are just grown-up kids. Like I say it all the time, that people are just grown-up kids, just trying to figure it out. And then when you look at people as grown-up kids, and then you remember that you were a kid once, and now you're a grown-up, it makes it easier for you to see through someone else's eyes, be empathetic, be, you know, more Christmassy towards that person year-round, and just kind of be more chill. So I think that, you know, even though it's comedy and it's all in fun, I think that he really is doing, you know, a lot of different services by having these characters that are just big fucking kids, because, you know, we all have that inside of us. We all have that big kid that gets geeked out when something new comes out, or, you know, we get some like new toy or some new movie or some new game, and we get all fucking excited. And it's not like, you know, like if I was out, you know, at like a restaurant, and I was like dressed up at like, you know, dinner with like a bunch of like important people with like, you know, my job or my family and stuff like that, and I got like this gift, I would be like, thank you very much, this is so awesome, you know, blah, blah, blah. But if I'm like in my house in my pajamas and I get the gift, I'm going to like jump around and be like, yeah, and like be all screaming like that kid in that YouTube video. So everyone has that inner child that only comes out in certain situations. You know what I mean?
For sure. Here's another fun fact. Will Ferrell actually played a Santa one time, and Chris Kattan was his elf. They like did it for I think they were doing it for like some Saturday Night Live shit. So for promo, they went to this outdoor mall in Pasadena for 5 weeks and would like pass out candy and shit together as like Santa and elf.
Damn, for 5 weeks every day?
Something like that, yeah.
That's crazy. So he like lived the life of a mall Santa.
Yeah.
For real. Him and Chris Kattan. Those crazy fucks.
Yeah, so I think that they did a really good job on this movie.
Yeah, one thing that I could have done without is Zooey Deschanel and her singing. She has to sing in every movie that she's in. I don't mind her at all.
She's good, though.
I think she's cute. I think she's like a good actress and shit. But it's like she has to sing in every movie that she's in. And it's part of her contract. It's not like they're like, Zoe, we really love your singing and we want you to do this like thing in here. Movies that like aren't even musicals, she has to sing a song in it. It's like if you want her in your movie, she's going to sing an original song that she wrote.
She's a boss.
Well, it's
if
like
she could slip that in.
Yeah, she is. She's doing it right. And it makes me think of celebrity writers, you know what I mean? What would you have if you were, you know, like an actor that was in movies? What would be your one thing that you needed? Whether it be you have to sing a song in every movie, you need red M&Ms, you want your own, like, you know, your own house. You don't want a trailer. I think it would be
smoking a joint in every scene.
You want to smoke a joint in every scene, even if it doesn't call for it. I want to
be smoking a blunt or a joint always.
Always. It's part of my character.
Yeah, always. No, it's not part of my character. It's part of my existence, my being.
Yeah.
If I'm not smoking, I'm not breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Your dialogue is your lines are gonna be yeah. You're like, hey,
In
I
the
didn't
dark.
write the
In dark,
lines.
with a big bubble over my head.
Dang.
Says,
Yeah. I like it. And what's this movie about? What's the plot? Is it like a drama or action movie?
I don't know. It's just like a dark cloud.
You were just
follows me
talking.
everywhere I
You're
go.
just this one scene.
I'm just
all
like-
you're worried about.
I'm just like smoking everywhere, looking like I'm on a mission, but never end up going anywhere.
Dang, that's crazy. That
It's
reminds
kind
me.
of like live.
That reminds me of a song I wrote today.
Dang.
About trying to make it somewhere and you don't go anywhere and nothing happens and then you're like, oh shit. And I like it because like it starts out like
Is it called procrastination?
it should be. But it starts out like a story and like everything's gonna turn out okay. You know what I mean? And like something's gonna happen and there's gonna be some sort of climax and then it just turns out that there's not. And nobody knows what's gonna happen.
All right.
So maybe I just robbed everyone of a climax because I was lazy. I'm not sure. Or it's artistic. One of the two.
Well, here's something that's artistic.
Lay it on me, an elf fact.
The way that they did the practical visual effects by like making the small sets for when Elf needed to look big and then making the bigger sets for when the elves needed to look small. That's how they did it. They built 2 separate sets.
2 separate sets?
Yeah.
Like
So
for,
simple solution, but it had a crazy effect, you know, like it really worked. Everything that it really made Will Ferrell look like a giant.
there was
It made everybody look small.
there was a lot of cameos that I saw in the movie. Like Artie Lang was the Santa, like the mall store Santa
Uh-huh.
that Buddy fucking went up to and like ripped his fucking beard off of in front of all the kids and made everybody cry.
Nice.
Yeah, that was drunk ass Artie Lang, just chilling. And there was a bunch of other people, but I fell asleep halfway through, like usual. And then in the mailroom scene where Buddy makes friends with that guy, that hippie dude with the long hair, and he like works down in the mailroom and fucking they like start drinking and shit. Well, he says, I'm glad that this is brought up in these facts because he said they were like laying there thinking about life and he was like, man, I'm 26 years old. And I was like, man, how old am I? Because this dude looks old as fuck. But apparently the actor, that was like part of the joke, that the actor was not 26 years old. He looks like he's like 40 and nobody got it in like the studio, like all the behind the scenes people, like nobody got the joke and it just went by everyone. And apparently now that I'm reading this, it went by me too and scared me and made me feel hella old. But it turns out that guy's like 45 and I think I'm all right. What do you think? Tell me I'm not old, Joey. I'm freaking out here.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens.
It does. Everybody gets old, but eventually we're just going to put our brains into robots and computers.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be fine.
How many characters did Favreau play in this?
That is this the guy I'm talking about?
No.
Favreau.
I'm saying, yeah, Jon Favreau played 3 characters in this. In Elf. And I just want to know if you know which ones. He played the doctor.
Mm-mm.
But he also played the voice of the Narwhal. And the rabid raccoon.
Thanks, Narwhal. And the rat. So he just did a bunch of voices of animals and shit.
Yeah.
That's not the same. He didn't play characters.
Yeah, that's it.
And the Narwhal was barely in the movie.
Hey, it was in there a couple times.
Hey, Narwhal was in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Fucking. There was something that I wanted to bring up about. Never mind. I lost it. I know that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's gone. There was something I wanted to say. Something happened with like Santa in the beginning of the movie, but it's gone. Maybe we should try to smoke it out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I heard that if you just kind of blow smoke into your brain, that you can get the thoughts to come out, the ones that you forgot about.
Well, let's try it.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Do you have some music queued up?
Always. Sir.
Always and for elf.
Always. And since it's Elf and your favorite singer.
Is it Zoe Deschanel?
No. It isn't.
Zoe Deschanel? Deschanel? I don't know how to say her name.
Did you know that her sister is the chick from Bones?
Is what?
The TV show Bones? The lady doctor?
I never watched
her
Bones.
sister in real life.
Weird.
Yeah.
I never seen Bones ever, so I don't know.
It's been everywhere.
Bones has?
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard the show referenced, but I've never seen it. You know what I mean?
Sweet.
Whoa. Really? So we're just not going to be friends anymore because I don't watch Bones. Are you serious?
No, I don't even watch the show that much anymore.
Tomorrow I'm going to show up to record and you're just going to be gone. There's just going to be a note. There's just going to be like, Joey's gone watching Bones.
Yep.
Bitch.
It's going to be like, up yours. Mm-hmm. All right, ready?
Nope.
Really can't
I think
stay.
it's cold outside.
I've got to go
Baby,
away.
it's cold outside.
This evening has
Hoping that you
been so
drop in.
very
I
nice.
hold your hands, they're just like
My
ice.
mother will start to
Beautiful,
worry,
what's your hurry?
and father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to that fireplace roar.
So really, I'd better stay.
Beautiful, please don't
Well,
hurry.
maybe just a half a drink
Put
more.
some roses on while I call.
Neighbors might think
That's so creepy.
Stand out there.
He's got a cool voice, though.
No cat to be stand out there.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to break the spell.
Take your hat,
Say no, no, no,
mind if
sir.
I move in
At
closer?
least I'm gonna say that I
What's the
tried.
sense in hurting my pride?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Let's hear your rape story. You know you want to tell it.
I know, I do. And all right, look. I'm sorry. But who was that originally sang that? Dean Martin? Or who was that guy? Did it just say it on the video?
His name is Leon Redbone, but
Leon Redbone?
yeah.
That is a gangster ass rapey name.
Shouty.
Shouty. Yeah, respect my neck, Adrian Brody.
Uh-huh.
So this song, Baby, It's Cold Outside. I talked about it briefly before. And, you know, I'm surprised how rapey this song actually is. And, you know, there's a lot of people, my friend Joey here, that says that the song was written in a joking fashion to where it was like satire, but I feel like this song is very real. And just like a lot of the things, like there's no sense in hurting my pride. She says, "What's in this drink?" And my father is worried, my mother's worried, and kind of implying that this girl is a little young, and he is very forceful. And he says, "Gosh, your lips look delicious," twice. He repeats that line instead of, you know, coming up with something that rhymes. he's just like infatuated, you know what I mean? And just fucking just lost. And it's like
You're a profiler, bro. You're a song profiler.
I am. But I feel like a lot of people agree with me because it's been everywhere lately. Everyone's been like, "Oh, look at this song and how creepy it is. Like this song is like creepy and like, yeah, that's PC culture." And it's cool that this song somehow flew under the radar all the way until 2015. And people just sung it every year. And now everybody's like, "Look at how creepy this is." And we all have been endorsing it.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Creepy is cool. Creepy is the new cool.
is it?
Yeah.
You just try to be as creepy as you can be?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're right, dude. Like, creepy is the new cool.
Creepy is the new cool.
Why are your hands up like that? You don't know what to do with your hands?
Don't know what it does with my hand.
Put them up your ass. Hold on. No, I was just joking. Man, you better
All right.
watch those.
Let's play
watch.
a clip.
You got a clip?
Yeah.
All right. Joey has a clip queued up, and he is going to set it up for us and explain to us what's happening.
Actually, I don't do stuff like that.
Nope. He's just going to play it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear it.
All right.
Who the heck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not.
Why, of course I am.
If you're Santa, what song did I sing for you on your birthday this year?
Happy birthday, of course.
He was right.
How old are you, son?
4.
You're a big boy. What's your name? And what can I get you for Christmas?
Don't tell him what you want. He's a liar.
Let the kid talk.
You disgust me. How can you live with yourself?
Just cool it, Zippy.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Look, I'm not kidding.
You're a fake.
I'm a fake?
Yes.
How'd you like to be dead? Huh? He's kidding.
You stink.
I think you're gonna have a good Christmas, all
You
right?
smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Okay.
He's a fake!
Good times.
Yep. Did you know that that scene right there, the chase scene where Artie Lang was chasing Will Ferrell around, had to be shot in one take because it was too expensive to rebuild everything.
Yeah.
It was too hard to rebuild the whole set because they just destroyed shit.
That's a sick set, though, of
Yep.
Legos. Like, somebody got paid to sit there and build those Legos. What a cool job.
Right?
You know?
So, I also found out that on the final day of shooting, the very last day, Will Ferrell and one cameraman went driving around the city looking for locations to shoot. They were going to do just random, like when Buddy first comes to town shots. You know what I mean? They went around and they asked pedestrians if they would be willing to be extras for some quick cash. And the whole montage of Buddy first arriving to New York was filmed on that one day. Like when he goes and gets his shoes shined and jumping in and out of traffic and shit. It was just him and a cameraman just running around without any crew or anything. Like all those people, it was just all the real city. You know what I mean? Which is dope. That must have been a fun day. You know what I mean? Especially if like they got along together and shit.
Yeah. I guess that epic burp that he does
Yeah.
was real, but it didn't come from him. It came from Maurice LaMarche, and he does the voice of Brain from Pinky and the Brain.
Dope. And he could just fucking burp all huge and epic.
Yeah, he did the big burp.
That's pretty gangster, man. He got paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got paid a little bit for that burp. So, the design of Santa's workshop in this movie and the elves' uniforms and all the animals in the North Pole, they totally mirror Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original animated special from 1964. Like, if you watch the animated special, the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is probably on YouTube, and then you watch Elf, they're exactly the same, side by side. Like, everything's the same on the uniforms, all the buttons, all the stitches, all that shit.
Damn.
So it was designed to look iconically Christmas. You know what I mean? To where they take the most Christmassy thing that everyone watches every year and fucking, they just recreated that.
Oh yeah.
Which is smart. Cause it hits you subliminally. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You go like, I recognize that from somewhere.
All right, let's play another clip.
I hate to do this to you, but think you can help me pick up the slack on those etch sketches?
No problem.
I appreciate it. Buddy, it's killing me. I already got Lum Lum and Choo Choo going doubles.
Quick thinking yesterday with that special talents thing.
I feel bad for the guy. Just hope he doesn't get wise.
Well, he hasn't figured out he's a human by now. I don't think he ever will. He hasn't figured out he's a human by now. I don't think he ever will.
I think they're too small.
You're just special.
You don't look so good, buddy. Are you okay?
I'll be okay. I just need a glass of water.
Wow.
He realizes he was a human.
Well, that would be a lot to find out. What if you realized that you were an elf? You know what I mean? What if some fucking elves came to you and they were like, look, dude.
I'd be stoked.
You're an
I'd be
elf.
like, fuck yeah, I knew there was something different supposed to happen.
I knew this wasn't right.
Yeah, you know.
I knew everybody was way too damn big.
Yeah.
Or
Lame.
lame. Whatever,
Yeah.
same thing. I was gonna say, oh yeah, something that you will appreciate because I do, and our listeners might, because if they stick around, then they love the connections between movie universes and different places in time and space. So,
What is it?
did you know that Buddy's dad's apartment building is the same building that Dana lived in Ghostbusters?
What?
Yup. So go ahead and chew on that with your fucking
Crazy.
what's it go? There's a saying that goes you chew the math.
Oh.
There you go. You chew the math on that.
All right, cool.
And that just means chew on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means.
Sweet.
But it's copywritten by someone that's not me, so I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying it. You never know. So if you were to get an elf tattoo, all right, of a Buddy the Elf, or I guess you could do anything from the movie, any scene from the movie, any character from the movie, what would you get? Back piece, full back mural. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
You don't know? Really?
Yeah.
You can't even think of one thing. This is a hypothetical.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm going to say that I would get a plate of his elf food. His spaghetti and like fucking like M&Ms and sugar and all that shit. I would get a whole back piece plate of elf food with maple syrup on the side.
Well, the scene where Santa flies by at the end is cool too.
Yeah.
That would be good for a big piece, big picture.
Well, there it is. If anybody out there has any drawing skills, then draw, some pictures of Joey and myself with our back tattoos. It'd be pretty sweet.
Here's another clip.
You got,
I'm in love. And I don't care who knows it.
buddy, not now. Can you please go back to the pit? I'll come visit you in a little while, okay?
I didn't know you had elves working here.
Boy, you're hilarious, my friend. He doesn't. Get back to the story, please. So, on the cover above the title.
Does Santa know that you left the workshop?
You know, we're all laughing our heads off.
Did you have to borrow a reindeer to get down here?
Go back to the basement. Hey, Jack Reed, I get more action in a week than you've had your entire life. I've got houses in LA, Paris, and Vail.
Oh.
Each one of them with a 70-inch plasma screen. So I suggest you wipe that stupid smile off your face before I come over there and smack it off. You feeling strong, my friend? Call me Elf one more time.
He's an angry elf. Look at you! Ow! Hey! I wasn't ready for that. Whoa!
Call me Elf one more time. Call me Elf.
You're an elf.
He thinks he's an elf. Listen, Miles. Listen, Miles.
He must be a self-pole elf.
You get the hell out of here.
Where do you want me to go?
I don't care where you go. I don't care that you're an elf. I don't care that you're nuts. I don't care that you're my son. Get out of my life now.
Good times.
Dang. That was some good old like midget comedy. Can you say that, little person? What are you supposed to say?
I don't know.
It was some midge comedy, and there was a lot of it in movies back then. You don't see it anymore at all. PC killed it.
Yeah, right. That was the main character in fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but it's not but he's the main character. He's not in the movie.
They make fun of him for being a midget all the time.
Yeah, but he's also probably like one of the top 5 build. Whereas in this movie, he was like number 37 and was only in the film for like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? It's different if you're if you're one of the stars, then they make fun of you. Then it doesn't matter if they make fun of you. But if they just bring you in to make fun of you, it's like when they do midget wrestling at the ranch. Like, it would be different if it was like, if they had like an actual federation and they kept track of like the fights and who was the world champion, but they don't. They just do one fight, everybody fights, and then everybody laughs, and then they go home, and that's it. So,
on that note.
Okay, check it out. I found a lot of references and callbacks that they do in this movie. Just a few are as follows. All right. In the brief TV clip of Buddy walking in Central Park, they do the TV news clip just before Buddy's dad and brother find him. The footage is meant to mimic the Roger Patterson Bigfoot footage. You know what I mean? They kind of shot it to mimic that.
Yeah.
And then there was another one where when Buddy is on the bridge in the snow, it's referencing A Wonderful Life. When Buddy answers the phone and says, "What's your favorite color?" Mine's octarine. That's referencing a book series called The Color of Magic. So it's like all kinds of like old movies and books and all these things that they're constantly referencing in the dialogue and in the way that the movie was shot, which I thought was strange. You know, there was a couple more that I can't find at the moment.
Well, that's cool.
But a lot of shout outs.
One was super obvious. That shit was dope.
A lot of shout outs to their favorites. And then at the end of the movie, Santa's list, everybody on the list was all people that were below the line on the film. So people that were like behind the scenes, like makeup artist, lighting technician, assistant property manager, co-production coordinator, executive producer, like all these people. It was their names on the list and then what they wanted for Christmas. And it was what they really wanted for Christmas as well.
Nice.
So that was dope. A little shout out, get the crew involved, you know. The behind the scenes people that don't ever get their love, but are involved in all the movies just as much. You know what I'm saying? That would be kind of cool to be like a key grip, whatever the fuck that is, and just and like, you know, be involved in all these movies. You get to go drive to the studio. You get your pass to fucking Paramount, and you go in and you get to fucking hang out with all the George Clooney's and Jack Blacks and all of these celebrities. Right. That was a weird two guys, George Clooney and Jack Black. But you get to hang out with George Clooney and Jack Black in the new Transformers movie. And, but you don't have to deal with like, you know, being famous, being presentable, being out in public, and then people taking your picture. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Nobody knows your name. You could just kind of like walk around and be a regular person, but you probably make really good money and you get to live the whole, you know, life of the stars. You get to go to Hollywood parties, you know, all that shit. Whenever there's a rap party, you get to go to that. So it's like the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? I think that's where it's at. Key grip. And then I'm going to find out, what a key grip does.
Are we job searching right now? Is that what we're doing? We're like thinking of like our dream jobs or what? Cause that's a good idea. Like, you're right. I think like a background job on a fucking star production or something would be like legit because it is the best of both worlds. Like, you get to know everything first. Yeah. You get to be there. You're part of the team. Your name's in the credits. You know what I'm saying? You see it as it's happening. You're and like you get part good of history.
Money. And if a money blows up, then you get residuals from it.
I bet they live good. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that fucking $20 million per movie like the stars do, but
no.
But you get some monies. Who knows how much?
Man, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's a cool job. You know what I mean? Like, even like set builders or like fucking background actors or whatever. You know, like there's so many things you could do. It's where you could be a part of shit if you really wanted to.
So a key grip works closely with the camera department to provide camera support, especially if the camera is mounted to a dolly, crane, or in an unusual position, such as on top of a ladder. So the key grip just, he's like a spotter for the cameraman. And he's like, look, man, I'm going to put this camera on top of this ladder. You do what you got to do. And I'm going to make sure this ladder's good.
Oh no, we need to find one.
And you move the ladder in and out. You move the crane in and out. You're like the guy that's moving the stuff. I could do that all day. I can move shit all day and, you know, make triple digit figures a year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. So I'm off to go start my life as a key grip. This is the last episode.
Yeah. It's been great, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're going to go.
How many it is? 100 something.
121.
All right.
121, and we capped out. We're done.
Signing off for the last time ever.
Becoming a key grip. One last bong load.
After we land on the moon.
What?
One small step for man. One giant backward step for the Natural Habitat Podcast.
Yep. Man. So yeah, that's it, man. Christmas is done.
Yep, it's over.
Well, yeah, I guess we're gonna start doing.
We're gonna count down the new year.
Gotta start doing our New Year's stuff. I think that I have an idea too. So everybody will see that on Tuesday if you tune in for that. Yep. So this is the time when we thank you guys, and you know, thanks for listening to the 12 Days of Christmas. That went off. That was good. That was dope. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for all the sharing and the supporting that you've done over this holiday season. And thank you, Joey, for being the shit, being a dope co-host.
Thank you, sir. It's been dope.
Yep.
Last 6 months have been fire, and the next 6 months are gonna kill that. Trust.
Damn right. It's gonna be hotter than fire.
It's gonna be like the sun.
Yep. It's gonna be. Look, last 6 months were fire. Next 6 months, 2 fires.
We're gonna be that cryptic chronic killer like. You know what I'm saying?
Cryptic chronic killer gorilla.
That real motherfucking shatter daddy.
Yep. Whatever he says, I'll support it.
I'll love it.
All right. Well, we love you guys. Peace.
Peace, bitches.
The Natural Habitat Podcast.